Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Financial TheraPeace, where we work towards financial freedom through wellness, financial education, and spirituality. That's the mind, the money, and the soul. Today's video falls under the umbrella of the mind and wellness. We'll be looking at how we developed a relationship with money as a stepping stone towards achieving financial peace. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel as a way of saying thank you for making these wonderful videos. It does matter if you subscribe, so please do, like right now. I think we all know that our childhood plays a great role into who we are today. I don't think I really understood that as much as I do now until I went through a journey of personal healing, and then it hit me, wow, our past really has a great impact on who we are today. Then I realized the same applies to our money life. There's so much more to our how we relate and our attitude towards money than meets the eye, and that factor is how we developed our relationship with money. But before we get started, let's just take a few moments to define money. What is that mysterious thing anyway? It's basically a tool that we use to exchange for goods and services. Another definition of money is that it's energy. It's something that flows in and out of your life. And you might know some people who seem to attract money, things come easy for them. And you may know some people who seem to repel it, like everything they touch seems to fall apart somehow. But either way, money is a simple tool that we use for our everyday life. One thing for sure, money is crucial. It touches every part of our life and it is used for everything. It's what we use to take care of ourselves and our family. It's, how some of us define who we are or our worth. It's what we use to connect with each other, to express ourselves. And this is why if your money life is in shambles, then it affects other areas as well. Also, the way that we relate to money parallels the relationship that we have with other areas in our lives. I want to point out that having issues relating to money does not only stem from poverty or a lack of it. People with money also have issues relating to it. Yes, they may be able to meet all their material needs and their physical needs, but they might be dealing with some emotional and interpersonal problems that perhaps someone without much money could never dream about. Yeah, okay, I know you're thinking you wish you had that type of money problem, right? The more money, more problem type of situation, and I get that. But we'll get you to a place where you have more money, but without the problems, okay? Trust me. And this is why I love the idea of financial peace as opposed to only focusing on financial success. This approach is about working with all types of people, no matter where you are in life or how much you have, to bring balance in your life by focusing on the mental, the emotional, physical, and relational aspect of money, bringing all of these factors together to bring your goals and your behaviors into alignment in order to help you to achieve financial health. Once you're in that place where you have peace of mind and you're comfortable in your skin, then we could start introducing components that could help you achieve whatever goals that you've created for yourself, whether it is to make more money or it is to align your true values with the money that you currently have. Research states that genetics play a much lesser role in our personality than our environment. The home is our introduction to everything, and money is no exception. Our attitudes as adults about money all comes from our childhood experiences, from the things that we heard, we saw, the way that we saw our parents handle money and talked about it. All of that, it affects how we relate to it today. Children, if you have any kids, you know that they're absorbing everything in their environment, they're processing, internalizing them, and all of that they're using to form their beliefs and their attitudes about not only themselves, but the world. In order for you to start piecing together your relationship with money, I have a few things that I want you to start thinking about. First, take a moment to think about the messages that you received about money as a child. What kind of conversations did you hear about it in your household? Did your parents generally have resentment and contempt for people with money? Did you hear things like, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, money is the root of all evil? Or perhaps you felt that they envy people with money, they worship them, they wanted to be them. Or you grew up in a household where your dad was a workaholic, he was always trying to make more money and it was never enough. Or perhaps you grew up in poverty where you barely had enough to meet ends meet. Also, think about the dynamic between your parents, like your mom and dad. All of these experiences shape how you view money today. Second, think about your memories about money. Like, what are your major memories around it? Or if you have a bad memory like me, think about some of your vivid memories around money, whether it was in your childhood or more recently. Was it generally positive or negative? Now, think about what money means to you. How do you feel about it? I'm not asking you what you think, but really what you feel about it. What emotions is it conjuring up inside you right now? Does it stress you out to think about money? Do you feel, a tightness in your stomach? Is your heart beating fast? Or do you feel general peace about it? You can tell by these feelings that money is not just a tool that we use for transaction. It's very emotional and personal. Those experiences and messages that we just discussed from your childhood create what is called a money script or a money story. A money script is basically the beliefs that you have about money that comes from your childhood. Some people may equate money to freedom or something you need for survival or its power. Others might think money as dirty, or it's something for those people, not for people like me. I don't deserve it, or I deserve all of it. It's something you should work really hard for, or it's something that should come easier. You shouldn't have to work so hard for money. While others have a feeling of shame or guilt around it. I mean, there's just so many different attitudes that people develop about money, all stemming from their experiences as children. I also want to point out that our experiences and the messages that we received about money can be internalized differently depending on the individual. For instance, you might have a kid that grew up in a house where there was poverty and there was never enough money. One child might, turn out to be a spender, right? They're just like, I grew up, I didn't have much, I couldn't enjoy anything, so whatever money I have now, I'm just going to use that to enjoy myself and to not lack anything. Whereas another kid from the same household might decide to be very economical and they save every penny because they remember not having much back in their childhood, and they want to make sure that they always have money because they don't want to have that feeling again. So it really depends on your personality, how you process whatever information that you received as a child. Your money script is neither good or bad. It's simply your experiences that created who you are today. The tendency for us as human, when we think about our past and how it affects our present, especially if things are not going so well in our lives, is to place blame or to feel angry about our upbringing. Yes, those feelings are valid. I want you to honor them. Yet, I don't want you to focus too much on dwelling in the past. I want you to focus on processing and letting go and moving forward, because your parents most likely did the best that they could and they had their own money scripts too that they got from their parents. We want to focus more on understanding, processing what we know from our past so that we could work towards achieving our future goals. So your assignment is to understand your relationship with money better by thinking about your past experiences, what you heard about it, your earliest memories, and how you feel about money today. And if you find that you have a hard time labeling your feelings about money, then pay attention to your body as you're making transactions big and small in the next couple of days. How do you feel when money's going out, or when it's coming in, or when you see a poor person or a rich person? All of those emotions or those body signals can help you to identify those emotions. I wish you luck as you work through this journey, and let me know how you're feeling about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if it's personal, feel free to email me. I'll place my email address below, and on my website, which is up and running now but still a work in progress, I have a contact me form, so you could put your information in there, send me your thoughts and comments, and I'd be happy to read them and respond to you and guide you however I can. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, comment, and share. I really appreciate your support on this. And as always, I'm wishing you love and peace, and I will see you very soon. Take